25-yard line. First go on offense for the Giants under the guidance of Daniel Jones, the former Duke Blue Devil.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it, in the middle of the schedule. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. They'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The Giants at 1-5, really struggling here to start the year. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that.
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. The 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. So, Charles, our first points of the game provided defensively. What a play that was.
And I can only imagine that the folks at home watching are thinking to themselves, that's one of those plays where once the ball leaves the quarterback's hands, you just sort of go, uh-oh, and wait for the result. This time, the defense benefited.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From the 6. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. So the Giants getting the football back here for their second drive. And they, of course, coming into this one in the midst of a tough losing streak. They did get helped out by the open week last week. And in talking with him, all indications were, Charles, that was a very helpful break.
Yeah, I know a lot of.
It's caught inside the 25. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished.
And look, you're down 7-0 in the first quarter. You know it's not a time to panic or feel like you've got to get those points back right away. But how about their conviction and taking that chance to throw the ball deep right there, knowing they can hit on plays like this? I'll bet that won't be the last time we see them take a deep shot in this game.
Shepard will go in motion right. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Getting the stop defensively, Delarian Turner-Yell.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 now. Jones. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are going to get the football here at their own 23.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by Russell Wilson. Of course, he won a Super Bowl on this very field back in 2014.
And it had to be especially sweet because no matter how much he plays it off with people like you and me, hearing all the time that a quarterback of his stature, less than 6 foot tall, could not win a Super Bowl, and he played a big role in getting that done, has to be sweet to him.
Now we don't have to talk about small quarterbacks as much.
No, not nearly as much. They still have more to prove, but Russell Wilson's kind of the patron saint for them now.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down. But keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Here's Wilson to throw. That's complete. It's Greg Dulcich. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And making the play defensively there, Brandon Eccles. Working with 2nd and 5 now. Here's Wilson. Man open. He's got it complete to Courtland Sutton. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 42. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Up the middle, it's Williams. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down. Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good, and this will remain a 1-touchdown game.
They had a chance there to really build a nice early lead, go up a couple of scores, but he doesn't hit that one quite right. And it winds up an empty possession.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Martin, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Now Jones. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready to roll for the second quarter from MetLife Stadium. The Giants with the football. And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. They begin the drive with Williams. Up to the 20.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw caught here by Dulcich. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And now we've got a third down and 3. Wilson. Same connection. Dulcich once again. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
On first down, Wilson. Got his man, it's Dulcich. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. He's got his 6'5" receiver. That's Tim Patrick. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
Well, throw on first down with Wilson. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Wilson will throw again. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Broncos. Courtland Sutton, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field, and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good, and it's now 14-0. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. And now out come the Giants. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down.
When you're dead last in the NFL in third down conversions, the odds are against you every time you face it. How about them picking up that one? That was big for them.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones. He's going to float this one deep right side. Oh, and Jones has just thrown his third interception. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Broncos are going to have it here just past the 25. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
So here are the Broncos to take over on offense. Remember, right now they are on a 6-game losing streak, trying to snap that. And a good sign is they've got the lead in the football. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
And that was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front, completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space with big guys leading the way.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. Wilson's throw here into the hands of the receiver, Judy. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Well, they obviously read man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender.
What do you mean by that?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Now it's Wilson. Open man. He completes it to Judy. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
One of the things you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Finds Dulcich out left side. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 13-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Again, Wilson. Forced out to his, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. It's 3rd and long now for Wilson and the Broncos after that sack. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He'll drop this down to Williams. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Out there is Rodrigo Blankenship in the field goal unit. From the left hash, a 31-yard attempt. Blankenship's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
Daniel Jones and the Giants head back to work. He was intercepted on that last drive, the 3rd one he's thrown in this first half alone. He'll look to right the ship here, 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Meanwhile, down in Dallas, an update from there. And it's the Cowboys that have moved down to an early advantage. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete. It
certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
On 2nd and 10, Wilson. That's taken in by Dulcich. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And this is going to wind up left. Well struck, but it's no good. So we reach halftime in what's been a... Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
We often talk about understanding the playbook, understanding progressions, and understanding what the defense is doing. We saw all of that on that play. Great recognition and understood where his running back was going to be. Found a way to have him leak out underneath, hit him with the football, and they picked up the first down.
10 more for him on that one. He's been a busy man. It's a first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Oh, he fakes a spike. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Randy Gregory from his outside linebacker spot gets him down there for a loss of 4. A CD, you know, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football.
Well, I think everyone who's watching was certainly hoping to see things get a little bit better for them in this half, weren't we? But it was a downright miserable first half. This carried over with an interception to begin the second half. That's a defeated offense right there, and there's still a lot of game left. I don't think that's the last turnover we're going to see today, partner.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Again, it's Williams. And he'll go down at the 28. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. Now Wilson on first down. Over the middle, complete. It's Sutton. Touchdown! Cortland Sutton, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. So they're able to capitalize there on the short field, and that might prove to be the score that turns out the lights.
The party's over. Oh, sorry about that. That's an old reference there, folks. But, yeah, they've been the better of the two teams by far, and that's great complementary football right there. Defense gets the turnover, sets up the short field, and the offense goes right out and scores to open up a pretty sizable lead.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well. And that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Throwing Jones. And this one is incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he is going to have the Giants first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Back to throw again. Throwing right, and that's complete. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. Barkley inside handoff. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Now a handoff running through the middle. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. 6 yards on that last play. Here's second and 4. Hands it off out of the gun. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27. That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
They give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break contain and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on fourth down, and my goodness, incomplete. The Giants go on fourth, but come up empty. And the Broncos will take over on downs. Well, that's another mistake there on the drop pass. We've seen them do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 23 yards, the final tally.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. Kayvon Thibodeaux gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. After the sack on first down, Wilson. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
I'm not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
On third down, here's Williams. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves them looking at a fourth down.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the fourth quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, you know, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Jones. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The Giants on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw, Jones. And that is incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. So that's the second time this game they've given it up on 4th down. They're now 1 for 3 on 4th down conversion tries.
But they must feel good about what they're doing, right? They continue to go for it on 4th down. Give the defense a lot of credit, though. They've stopped them 2 out of 3 times. Usually you have 4th down plays that you have dialed up and ready to go and you think are going to be successful. Not so far in this game.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. And he's going to get this pretty close to the first down marker at the Giants' 43-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. Just to pick up a 3, but that is indeed enough.
The defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down. And we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball. You often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. On 2nd down, Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. Here we go with Williams. And some space here. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
So how about the fortitude there? They're in field goal range, but they say, no, forget the 3. We think we can get the first, and they wind up getting a lot more than they bargained for.
And I love how you used an SAT word to describe what we just saw there, partner. That's got to be a deflated defense. You see the head down, the shoulders slumped. But we've talked about this before. Sometimes as a defense, you get so wrapped up in defending the first down line that that's your last line of defense. And once they get past that, they're gone.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here.
They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this 4th quarter.
He's going to let it fly. And he bats it away, and it falls. Complete. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Operating from the gun. Strong. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete.
And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call.
Holding offense.
Andrew Thomas, former first-rounder from Georgia, called for the penalty there.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. They'll look to throw again.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers. So a lot of credit to the defensive game plan, and especially the execution.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Dancing to his left. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Strong. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Randy Gregory picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Let's go ahead and put check marks by it all, partner. No points. Down by 4 touchdowns. Haven't had anything going today on offense. Why not add a late sack to the mix? Obviously a day to forget for all involved. Let's give plenty of credit to this defensive effort. They've been excellent from start to finish.
Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. They give it to Williams, running right. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one, and that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for the Broncos, it's a win that was long overdue as they move to 1-6 now on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for the Giants, things are definitely going south quickly as they fall now to 1-6. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Philly to face off with the Eagles.